how about we let you hear from people not in Houston, unbiased, who are licking the Texans' boot? We'll give you a little deep steel blue pill.
We will start with Stephen A. Smith.
Hell yeah.
And his love for the Houston Texans.
They're probably the best team in Texas.
Oh, God. Yeah. And you're right.
Oh, God.
And you know what? You know what, though? Real talk, you're right. Look, this team, I'm telling you, this changes the dynamic. They've already been doing work this offseason, man.
Thanks, Louis Riddick.
And now with him, come on now.
I'll tell you something else. ESPN, watch him get the Monday night game because Buffalo plays Houston. They both won the division.
That's must see now.
Houston
must see.
How about Houston at Buffalo in a game in October? You see the NFL doing that?
I don't know if it's on the schedule, but I'm hoping it's Houston against Dallas because you see down in Dallas, Texas, right? So what's going to happen with those Dallas Cowboys?
That is your Southern accent.
They're going to sit up there and they're going to monitor this situation. And it's one thing for you not to win a Super Bowl. That's bad enough. It's one thing for you not to make an NFC Championship game in 29 years. That's even worse. But it's another thing entirely when you ain't even the best team in Texas.
Not the best team in Texas.
I do declare, I love hearing Stephen A. Smith speaking with that beautiful Southern drawl. That's exactly what I want to hear from somebody who's admitting that the Texans are the best team in Texas.
Also, duh.
It's pretty crazy.
How fast it happened?
Yeah.
They're lapping them.
I mean, it is tortoise in the hare stuff. You know, to bring up an Aesop fable for all the kids out there. I mean, the hare has been in front for at least 4 years. 3 years.
I would say that's fair.
By a wide margin. And they've just stood pat. I think that's been what's most frustrating for Cowboys fans because they lose in the playoffs the exact same way every single year, where they're playing against San Francisco and they do something dumb towards the end, whether it's forgetting to spike the ball or it's running a play where Ezekiel Elliott's the center. You know, it's just a lot of that going on.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, while they're doing so poor, the Texans have they're doing solid. Like, think about it. They've won 36 games, the Cowboys have, the last 3 years. And what do they have to show for it?
None.
A loss to the Packers in the playoffs. They beat the Buccaneers in 2022. They did end Tom Brady.
They did.
And then they lost to the 49ers. And the year before, they lost to the 49ers. But even before that, while the Texans won 4 games,
I was going to say
in 2020, the Cowboys won 6.
Over the last 3 years, the Cowboys won 36.
Yeah.
The Texans are at 10, 3-3.
Yeah.
They've won 16 last 3 years.
But it's somehow Stephen A. Smith, he's right. The Texans, numero uno.
It is funny that talking about the Houston Texans becomes talking about the Dallas Cowboys for Stephen A. Smith.
Which is, because he can't get rid of his ex.
Yeah, how else? Also, he knows that's what's going to hurt the most. That's what he hurts. That's where he can hurt the Cowboys the most, just being like, not even the best team in Texas, as opposed to him being like, I love what Dalton Schultz is doing. Like he's not actually going to break down who's on the team. I think he put a gun to his head. I don't know if he. Hey, the Texans had a great offseason. Who'd they sign? And
well, Stephon Diggs now.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs. Who else?
I'd probably get Joe Mixon.
He's got to know Daniil Hunter.
You think so?
I don't know.
I bet he would mispronounce Daniil Hunter's name.
Danielle?
I don't think he played for the Minnesota Vikings, Paul.
Danielle Hunter, one of the hardest hitting defensive ends in the league.
How often does Danielle Hunter come up with, or how much does the Minnesota Vikings come up when it's not specifically about Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
On First Take.
It's a good point. It's like a radio show bringing up Kendrick Lamar and the beef in the rap industry.
Lamar Jackson, too.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Paul can't pronounce names. Joe can't do math.
Salvador
Come on.
Perez.
Come on, Sean.
What?
They were making progress there.
Well, you can't do math?
No, he's just racist. It's fine.
I'd rather not do math.
Well, also, Paul,
Let's be clear.
Paul only seems to struggle with certain people's names.
So maybe it's
you're trying to turn the tables on me?
Flip the tables here.
Just saying.
Well, everyone knows.
I just noticed Salvador Perez and Lamar.
Geoff Wait, George?
I was
Joe
I was
George?
gonna say I thought you were going with Geoff Blum. Just the way.
I used to think that Geoffrey was said exactly like that. I was like, why are people spelling like Geoffroy? What's going on here? And then I was like, oh no, that's just Jeff. Who started that? The Geoff spelling of that?
It's a great question.
Okay.
Just Google it. Who started spelling it Jeff?
Yeah, who did that? Bad job by you. You made it confusing for everybody out there. Because every single time I see that, the first thing I think is Geoff. Nope, it's Jeff.
It is
God's peace.
Yes.
Oh, look at you. You're so fancy.
It's like a spinoff of Godfrey.
So if your name is regular Jeff, it's not the same.
No,
Well,
probably not.
I'll continue the research.
Aren't you guys so excited with that deep steel blue pill?
Hey, Texas #1. That's all that
It
matters.
looks like the effects are wearing off before the 30 minutes where you have to call the doctor.
I like the intro, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's #1 team in Texas. That's all that really matters. So this is something we'll do more often because we have more.
There's
deep
always
slew.
going to be some puffy stuff being said about the Texans the rest of the offseason. And I suppose what we could do going forward is determine whether or not we are eating this blue pill. Like, we want to believe in this dream. And then we have another segment where, like, battle red pilled, which means that somebody's bringing up an uncomfortable truth about the Houston Texans, and we swallow it because we believe it.
I believe this one 100%. I will take this blue pill.
I will take the blue pill as well. The Texans are the best team in Texas.
Now, their record might not indicate that this year because the Texans have a harder schedule and play in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
But I expect when they go head-to-head, the Texans will get a victory, and the Texans' playoff success will be greater than the Dallas Cowboys' playoff success this year.
40 burger on the Cowboys?
I'd like it.
Do we think the Cowboys get 10 wins?
Yeah, I think they have to because the NFC East is just not good. The Commanders, no one has any faith in them. They would be the most surprising team to turn things around. Eagles trending downwards at the end of the year.
That's what's hard.
Giants have gone in such a different wrong step since year one. Last year was as bad as year one for Brian Daboll was good.
Okay.
I mean, the Cowboys' schedule's not.
And they won 12 games and they're going to get worse. That's kind of where I'm coming from is that they didn't really get better.
I agree with you that they were
they won the division too, as opposed to the year before they were second the division.
The NFC East, I think, has taken a step back. Yes.
Yeah, I believe last I thought I saw them at 10.5 for their over/under total this year from Vegas. So they're telling you that they expect the Cowboys to take a step back this year.
Good line making by me right there.
Hell yeah, dude.
Trying to see what would you say? Yeah, Cowboys 10.5. It's plus money on the over right now.
MyBookie.ag, promo code BET975 under. That's what we're doing.
And now Vegas does say the Texans are over under 9.5.
That's disrespectful. Did they not see that Stephen A. Smith segment?
Yeah, let's send them this.
But the odds are in your favor on the over. So we're all in agreement. Texans better than Cowboys.
Gonna drop a deep steel blue pill in their drink.
Just really hoping for. I still really want to. I need Thanksgiving.
You need Thanksgiving.
I need like Nico Collins and Tank Dell taking one of those big turkey legs after Thanksgiving.
I don't want a Thanksgiving game.
You don't have to go. It'll be in Dallas.
No, but I gotta watch it. And if there's a Texas game on, I feel obligated to watch it.
To be fair,
Yeah, but we're not going to work the next day.
you won't have a show until Monday.
Yeah, so you can watch it on Sunday.
I'm gonna do a live stream after it's done.
That's a good point.
It's the holidays.
All right. Well, garbage time to wrap up the show. Next, as always, here on Glenn
Football
George
is family.
on ESPN 97.5.
Football is more important than family.
92.5.